Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. This Self-Care Friday video we are going to discuss imposter syndrome. But before we get into it, go ahead and hit that like button, share, subscribe, and comment below, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. Now, if you guys have ever had the feeling that you feel like you're a fraud, or you don't deserve the accolades that you're getting from your colleagues and your peers, especially at work or at school, you may have experienced imposter syndrome. This might be something that you relatively have heard about just recently, but it has been around for a good minute. It was a concept that was developed in the late 70s. And what imposter syndrome is a feeling as though you have not succeeded based on your talents, but by pure luck. And it's the feelings of doubting your abilities and feeling like a fraud, like I stated earlier. So if you have felt any of those type of symptoms, or not symptoms, but feelings, you may have had an experience with imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is very real. It actually affects high achieving people, and this is men, women, even children. It goes across the board. It doesn't care about race, creed, or anything like that. Everyone can and or has experienced imposter syndrome. If you have considered yourself or been told that you are a perfectionist, imposter syndrome for you means that you set extremely high expectations for yourself. And even if you meet 99% of your goals or your expectation, you still feel like you failed because you have not completed or fulfilled 100% of the goal. You feel like you fell short. So even though you fell short, even though that you fell short, you consider yourself a failure. And any small mistake or mishap will make you question yourself. So if you consider yourself a perfectionist, this is somebody that has to have everything perfect. Their clothes have to be perfect. Their career has to be perfect. The way they present themselves to the outside world has to be perfect. They pretty much are in control, or they feel like they have to control their, not only themselves, but the perception other people have of them. These are the type of things that will lead them to have imposter syndrome. Experts, these are your people that have to know everything. They have to have almost complete knowledge of everything. They will seek new certifications, new trainings. That person that you know that's always constantly going to different trainings or learning new things. They're to improve their skills. These experts will experience imposter syndrome. They will not apply to jobs if they do not meet all the criteria that is posted for that job description. And they will not ask questions or speak up for themselves in class or meetings for fear of looking stupid. This is what, for experts, this is how imposter syndrome would look for them. Natural born geniuses. These are like your Einsteins and your Freuds and, those type of smart people. They struggle to accomplish something. They aren't good, and they feel if they struggle to accomplish something, they feel they're not good enough. If it doesn't come naturally to them, they feel like they're a fraud. They The fact that they have to put in effort is proof to them that they are a fraud in other people's eyes, or they're a fraud to themselves, that they are indeed an imposter. This is what imposter syndrome would look like for a natural born genius. Soloists. These are the people that have to accomplish things on their own. They don't ask for help. This is somebody say, I got it, I can do it, I don't need your help, I don't need your help. The simple fact that they need help or have to ask for help is a sign that they are a failure or a fraud. This is what imposter syndrome would look like for a soloist. Supermen and superwomen. They push themselves harder than anyone else in order to prove that they are not an imposter. These are your overachievers. These are the people that are always doing everything, going above and beyond. They feel the need to succeed in all aspects of their life. This is career and home, school, in relationships. They have to succeed in everything at all costs. And they feel stressed when they are not accomplishing something. So if the Superman or Superwoman find that they're a moment where they're not doing anything, they feel like a failure. If it's nothing more for them to do, they feel like a failure. They feel like a fraud. They're not living up to their idea of themselves. Now, how to deal with imposter syndrome? First and foremost, you have to acknowledge your thoughts and put them in perspective. Observe the thought instead of engaging in it. So if you have a thought, say that you're doing a particular job and you're saying, oh, I don't know enough. Maybe, I'm not who I think I am because I don't know this particular area of expertise. Take a pause, acknowledge that thought, observe that thought, find out, question yourself as to why you're having that thought, and then no longer engage in it. It's a thought. Say, okay, well, I'm here, I'm doing it, I got the job, I'm doing the work. Do the job. Don't focus on what your thought is. Don't focus on it. Don't engage in it. Acknowledge it, observe it, and move on. Push it away because you have a job to complete. Ask yourself, does that thought hinder or help you? And then reframe your thoughts. Because technically, you questioning your ability is a negative thought. And when you have negative thoughts, that creates imposter syndrome. It feeds that. So you want to get rid of negative thinking and replace it with positive thinking. Like, hey, I got the skills for this. I can do this. I got this. Not to the point where you don't need help, but just encourage yourself and remind yourself that you got this job for a particular reason because of your skills, because of your abilities, and you can do this. You have the right tools to do that job, to fulfill that particular job. And it might help also to talk with others. Talk your feelings out. Go to someone that you entrust, your friend, the co-workers that you might be friends with. It might even help to go to a higher up. Be careful with that. But it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt to go to someone and ask. How to overcome imposter syndrome? Accept that having doubt and insecurities are normal. We all have them. We all have doubts. We all have insecurities. But the key thing is not to allow those doubts and insecurities to control our thinking and our lives. We control that. We could take a negative thought, remove it, and replace it with a positive thought. and know and accept that you deserve success. So if you are a business person and you're having these doubts like, you know, who am I to start a business, and who am I to think that I'm going to be successful at this? No, that's a negative thought. Start your business. Whether you start your business or not, start or have already started a business, you deserve success. Whether you have a business or not, just in everyday life, at your job, or in relationships, you deserve success. You deserve happiness. You deserve love. You deserve all good things. Know it, accept it, and own it. Own that you deserve success. Own that you deserve happiness. Own that you deserve joy. Own that you deserve all the good things that can come your way. You have to own it. Why shouldn't you start that business? Why shouldn't you be a success? Why shouldn't you be a success at work? Why shouldn't you be a success in your career? Why shouldn't you be a success at school, in your classes, in your relationships with your family or significant others? Why shouldn't you? Why? Why shouldn't you? Why not? You control that. You control the way you think. You don't have to let imposter syndrome take over your life. Deal with it, acknowledge it for what it is, and reframe your thinking and replace it with positive thinking. So I hope this video helped you. Please go ahead and leave some comments. Let's have a discussion in the comments. Have you ever heard of imposter syndrome? Have you dealt with imposter syndrome? Let's have a discussion in the comments, in the comment section. Go ahead, like, again, comment and subscribe, and share this video, and don't forget to hit the bell notification to be notified each time I upload a new video. I thank you for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.